There is a specific time of day when aging parents are more open, more honest, and more willing to share the stories they have kept to themselves for decades. It is not a technique. It is not a trick. It is simply a window that opens quietly and closes again before most families ever notice it was there. If you have ever tried to have a meaningful conversation with your parent and found them distracted, guarded, or simply not in the mood, this video is going to change how you approach every conversation from this point forward. Hi, my name is Jan, and if you are here at Voices of Legacy, your family story matters to you. It matters to me too. Today, I want to share something that took me a long time to understand. Something simple that completely changes the quality of every conversation you have with an aging parent. Welcome to Voices of Legacy, where we help families preserve the stories that matter before it is too late. Every Saturday, something meaningful for you and your family. If you are new here, subscribe now. We are building something here that matters. Researchers who study memory, aging, and communication have identified something that most families discover by accident, if they discover it at all. The time of day matters, not slightly, significantly. And the reason is rooted in how the aging brain actually works. In the early morning hours, before the day's demands have fully arrived, before the news has been watched and the phone has been checked and the small stresses of daily life have stacked up, the aging brain is in what researchers call a low cortisol state. Cortisol is the stress hormone. When it is low, defenses are lower. The careful editing we all do of our own stories relaxes. And what surfaces instead is something closer to the truth. This is why so many people report that the most meaningful conversations with aging parents happened unexpectedly over an early breakfast, during a quiet morning drive, or simply sitting together before the rest of the household woke up. It was not planned. It was not prompted by the right question. It was simply the right time. So what does this mean practically for you and your parent? It means three things, and each one is simpler than you might expect. The first thing it means is that morning visits are worth more than evening visits. Most adult children visit parents in the afternoon or evening after work. After the children have been picked up, after everything else on the list has been attended to, these visits are valuable. But they are rarely the visits where the deep conversations happen. Because by the time evening arrives, your parent has had a full day of small decisions, small stresses, small fatigue. Their energy for openness is lower than it was at 8 in the morning. Try arriving before 10 in the morning on your next visit. Bring something simple, a coffee, a pastry, nothing elaborate. Sit down without an agenda. Do not announce that you want to talk. Just be there. In the morning, quiet, and then wait. What surfaces in that space will surprise you. The second thing it means is that silence in the morning is different from silence at other times later in the day. Silence in a conversation can feel like a gap to fill, a sign that something has run out. But in the morning, before the day has fully started, silence feels natural, expected, even comfortable. And that comfort is exactly the condition in which aging parents begin to speak from deeper places in the morning. Practice what researchers call receptive silence. Not waiting for your turn to speak. Not planning your next question. Simply being present in the quiet with your parent, letting the silence do its work. You will be astonished at what begins to fill it. The third thing it means is that the first story they tell in the morning is rarely the real one. When you sit down with an aging parent in the morning quiet, they will often begin with something familiar, a story you have heard before, a comfortable opening. This is not evasion. It is simply how memory works. It warms up like an engine, starting with what is known before it reaches what has been waiting. Your job in that moment is simply to stay, to not move on, to not introduce a new topic when the familiar story finishes. Instead, let the quiet arrive again. And in that second silence, after the familiar story has been told, something else almost always begins. Something that was sitting just behind it, waiting to see if you had the patience to still be there. Before you go today, please take the Golden Legacy Audit. It is completely free. 60 seconds. It tells you exactly where your family legacy stands right now and your single most important next step. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. Take it while this is still fresh in your mind. And when the morning conversations begin and the real stories start to surface, I want you to have somewhere beautiful to capture them. The Voices of Legacy Family Legacy Bundle is in our Etsy shop right now. A guided life story journal, a family memory keeper, and a legacy letter template. Everything your family needs to preserve what matters. The link is in the description below. If today gave you something real, please give it a like and share this with one person who has a parent worth having this conversation with. That share could change everything for their family. Subscribe to Voices of Legacy every Saturday. Something meaningful for you and your family. Next Saturday, we are going to talk about the one mistake that causes aging parents to shut down mid-conversation and how to avoid it in less than 10 seconds. Every adult child does this without realizing it, and it closes the door on the most important stories every time. Do not miss it. This is me, Jan, again. Thank you for being here at Voices of Legacy. Until next Saturday, remember this: your story is not finished, and the world is still waiting to hear it.